chef. Namaskar.
Hi, Namaskar. How are you?
Apurva, Deep, happy International Jazz Day.
Happy International Jazz Day, and the both of you as well. Lovely performance you've had. The crowd has really enjoyed it. But you tell me, now that you're finally off the stage and letting your hair down a little bit, how have you liked the food here so far?
Oh, it's lovely.
Absolutely lovely.
I mean,
Yes.
I had this sandwich twice. Like,
Quite
it's
delicious.
quite delicious.
Yes. I don't eat a lot yet. My plate is full.
So, Apurva, how did you, and Deep, of course, the question is for both of you. How did you both start performing, or, what got you into performing jazz?
Just give us some food, service spoon. Yeah, no.
So my musical journey it started when I was 4, and my mother took me to lessons for Hindustani classical vocals in the beginning. And then I wanted to explore more genres, something inside me, that spark of sorts. Then at 13, I decided to learn the piano and shift to Western classical from Hindustani classical. Jazz, by the way, did not come into the scene till much later. I think it was only once I had matured musically that I started understanding jazz and that I started developing a liking for it. And that is actually when I think 3-4 years ago is when I finally really listened, started listening to jazz, and 2 years ago is when I started performing.
so, with me, I came into jazz because, I was sort of saturated with the kind of music that I was doing. I was doing classical for a very, very long time. And, classical music is very traditional. It's like it teaches you all the rules of music, and it teaches you these are the boundaries that you have to see. And then jazz just comes in and teaches you how to break those boundaries and move beyond them. And it is very difficult for a young person to appreciate jazz initially, because it's like appreciating good wine. If you're appreciating good wine, you have to develop that taste, and it's developing that taste for jazz that listening to loads of that kind of music and all that sort of brought me to that side. And it's been really, really fun, because it those boundaries that are set initially then start to evolve and get past, and then you can create much more interesting music which probably hasn't been created before.
You can start experimenting.
Yeah. So that's how I got into jazz music, because I was feeling sort of constrained by the limits of the music that I had been taught, and jazz was like a window to experiment and explore and get beyond it.
Jazz is liberating, to say the least.
It is liberating.
It is liberating. Recently, I attended a jazz quartet's performance, and we asked them this question that musicians often have: is anything wrong in jazz? And the answer is often that nothing is wrong. So the fact that nothing is wrong is very, very liberating in its own way.
Absolutely. Gives you a lot of freedom.
Absolutely.
And where do you both see jazz, making its headway in India? How's it doing in India according to you? Do people listen to you?
I think, traces of jazz music and jazz elements have been found, even in old Hindi Bollywood music. And it's probably that which has evolved and is evolving through, very, very famous music directors, for example, like Pritam or like A.R. Rahman or Shankar Ehsaan Loy, who use those elements so subtly that the common audience who are not usually aware of those elements will not identify them, but they're all present, and it is precisely those elements which differentiate them as great musicians from the other people. There are a lot of people creating such music, but it is those little elements, and people are starting to realize those elements, people are starting to learn those elements, and it is what is making music much more interesting now in today's time than it was even 10 years back.
Nicely put. Yeah, very nice. So, who's your favorite jazz musician, singer?
Mine would be Ella Fitzgerald. I love the way she sings.
Her voice.
And yes, and she does, she scats, and she does it so well. I don't think I've ever listened to somebody be so natural with improvisation as well.
Nice. And for you?
And with me, I think it could be Stevie Wonder. I mean, he's just he's just so liberating to listen to. And, I mean, it just feels like somehow he makes everything sound good. And I mean, if you try and figure out what he did, it's
You
so
feel happy.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's like every song teaches me something that I did not know, and it is
Wow.
crazy because after so long, you sort of start to feel like I mean, there's probably not going to be much new things that will be coming my way, but he every time he surprises me.
So when Deep starts thinking that he knows everything, now he listens to Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder's like, come to me, I'm going to teach you.
Chef, you listen to jazz while cooking?
Yeah, of course, I do.
Who's your favorite?
James Brown for me.
James Brown, yes,
Yeah,
that
because,
makes sense.
As classical as it goes,
Yeah.
and as textbook as it goes in terms of being jazz. But most importantly, what I love about is which I use in my trade also, is his stage presence and the way he involves the entire crowd and the way he connects with the crowd. He's not like one sitting up there and performing he's one-to-one. There is a personal connection. He knows how to serve out his craft to
Serve.
connect with each person on an individual level.
Nice.
I think that's what I pick up from him.
I picked up #serve. You don't leave the culinary nuances while talking.
That's what I listen to the music for. It helps me cook better. It helps me create better product.
Correct. And now, I guess we're all enjoying the Sunday brunch, and the big question for us: what is it that you guys? There's a lot on the table. We've had Chicago-style pizza, a BLT. Is that a BLT?
That's a
Yeah.
ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese.
Yeah.
We've had buffalo wings.
And there is some beautiful things that you don't even get to see very often. Pappardelle pasta and stroza preti pasta.
Even if we get to see it, we'll need chef to pronounce that
Yeah.
to place the order. So, what did you both like the most so far? It's not done yet.
Yeah.
We have a lot to go for right now. Desserts.
I think it will be a tie between the wings and the ham and cheese.
The ham and cheese, yeah.
This is just excellent. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a better ham and cheese.
Yeah, also the bread is specially created. It's rosemary, bell pepper, olive focaccia.
Wow.
Amazing. I mean, I just keep looking at it. I'm like, I've had ham and cheese so many times. I mean, I've never had a ham and cheese like this.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you picked on that. A lot of people having it would just have it like a sandwich and not really realize what went into making it so special.
Yeah.
makes
I mean,
sense.
especially this, I tried it separately and it wasn't as good. But when they combine it with the whole
Yeah.
sandwich, it was
Yeah.
like this crazy. It just
The thing with Deep is that he will appreciate food as much as he appreciates music.
that's
Deep
also
is our man
because
then.
Yeah,
Deep
he
is
likes
our
to
man
cook.
then.
And so I balance him at the other end of the spectrum by appreciating music as much as I appreciate it.
Definitely. For me, I think I have the same answer very frankly, but I also really love everything dessert.
Okay.
The chocolate fountain thingy, I do not know what it is exactly, like what it comes with, but I absolutely love
she's
it.
like a little kid.
I really am. Like I go to little kid things.
So we'll go to the chocolate fountain thingy and
Yes,
we'll
and
talk
lollipops
after
and
that.
stuff. I mean, that's what I do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you so much both of you for joining us today on the International Jazz
Thank
Day.
you for having us. Happy International Jazz Day.
Yes,
Everybody.
absolutely our pleasure. Thanks.